Well, howdy, friends. Obviously, I am not in the mountains again. It's Martin Luther King Jr. holiday, so I've got the day off from work, but the weather is supposed to be brutal cold. We had a snowstorm last night, dropped about 6 inches down here, probably dropped 8 to 10 up in the mountains would be my guess. And my car's given me problems, so I decided it just wasn't wise to go hiking today. Originally, I'd hoped to knock out Mount Tecumseh. It's easy and fairly close, so it made sense, but no, just wasn't going to happen this week. So I thought instead I would sit down and give you all a little bit of a life update. So what's happening with Azimuth these days? First of all, if you've been watching my videos, you probably noticed that I had some stuff out of order. It wasn't planned, it just kind of happened that way. I did some travel, went down to Texas to visit family. You probably saw the video at Dinosaur Valley State Park, which was so much fun. I so enjoyed that trip with my grandkids. And then you probably saw my beginning of the year video at Turkey Creek there in Florida. I was there for a week for business. And then there was also a video in there that was actually taken before Thanksgiving, but because I was doing the series on risk management, I wanted to put those as close to in complete order as possible, so everything became this jumbled mess. I had a bunch of videos stocked up so that I could, drop every week, and then, well, with all the travel and such, I kind of ran out of material. But also, I wanted to let people know what was going on and such. So as I mentioned, I did the travel down to Texas, spent 2 weeks down there with family that really refreshed my soul in a way that I didn't realize I needed. Then I took a week to go to Florida for work, and well, that kind of had the opposite effect, like work tends to do. It was very stressful, a lot of things not going according to plan, and it's just frustrating. But I got through it, I got home, and then I really haven't had a chance to hike since I got home. So it's a little frustrating for me because the mountains are my happy place. But on the positive side, I'm starting a new job tomorrow. I was supposed to start today, and then they realized that, oh wait, today's a holiday, you can't start today. He'll start next week, or he'll start Tuesday. So I'm starting a new job tomorrow. I was supposed to start today, but then they realized it was a holiday, and they said, okay, well, you'll have to start tomorrow. So looking forward to that. Not changing career fields, just changing companies and doing a lot more technical work. For those who don't know, I do cybersecurity work. And then I'm going to continue trying to do the 4 seasons list. Obviously, it's winter now. It's January 20th. So I'm hoping to start knocking some of those peaks off the list. Specifically, I really want to get the Northern Prezzies. I want to get Liberty and Flume and the rest of the Pemi Loop. I'm not going to attempt a winter Pemi Loop. My experience in late fall told me that I am just not ready for that. And so I'm going to listen to my body and do the smart thing and take those just a bite at a time. What that means is there's no way I'm going to finish the winter list this year, maybe next year. We'll see how things work out. And then come spring, I'll continue working the list, And then summer will be interesting because I've completed the summer list already. So I've got a couple of different options of what I can do, you know, because I'm just not happy if I'm not chasing a list. But I can work on the 52 with a view, I can work on the terrifying 25, and then I have one big plan, which is I'm going to do my 46 climbs hike this year. As you can see, 46 climbs is something that is near and dear to my heart, and I really want to push myself this year. So this year I'm going to try and do 160 miles of the Appalachian Trail from border to border, the entire New Hampshire section. But I'm going to do it as a fundraiser. So for every $10 I raise, I'm going to hike a mile. If I raise $100, that means I can only hike 10 miles. So obviously my goal is 1,600. If I can get roughly double that, we're going to say 3,000, I'm going to add the Mahoosic section. But with a new job, well, I have to worry about timing and time off from work and all of that. So we'll have to see what I can do, what I can raise, and how that works out. Then of course, next fall, I've still got a few peaks that I need in the fall, and next winter, I'll be back in trying to finish up the winter list. My hope is that I can actually complete the 4 seasons by the end of next winter, but that assumes that I can get spring done this year. If not, well, I'll have to roll it around and keep going. So that's kind of what's on the books. I've been struggling a lot with mental health issues because of the loss of my wife. Obviously, that has taken a real toll on me, but I'm working through issues. I'm trying to be better about it. Those who know me personally know that I've always been what you would call a stuffer, meaning I don't really process emotions. I stuff them down and ignore them, and that generally doesn't work. What ends up happening is it leaks. It comes out in other ways. And so I'm trying to be better about that. I'm trying to go through and actually process my emotions and deal with it more. And the mountains help with that. The mountains help a lot. So these last few weeks have been a little difficult since I haven't been able to get out into the mountains. So that's kind of life right now. Life is what it is, and it'll continue to be. I thank God that I'm here and getting the help that I need and being able to process this stuff. So thank you all for tuning in. Sorry there wasn't any wonderful, beautiful scenery to see. I'll drop some pictures in maybe from past hikes, and you can enjoy those. But in the meantime, y'all have a blessed day. Chase your dreams, challenge your limits, and choose joy. Azimuth out. So one other update, and some would say this is probably the most important update. Pemi. So there's a lot of history between me and this little squeaky toy. You can go and look at an older video that will explain it if you want. I'll put a link below. But one of the things that came up during my travels was this little guy got left behind in a motel. And I freaked out. I thought I had everything, and I left him sitting on the couch. And it took a while, but I got him back. So thank you to the staff at the Residence Inn in Stone Oak, North San Antonio, because they found him, they got him back to my daughter, who mailed him back to me. So he had his own little adventures. And I'm sure he did not like being stuffed in that little bitty mailer in the dark, because I know you're afraid of the dark. But you're back. That's the important part. Thank you, my friend. However, I'm not sure that I want to hike with him anymore. Yes. It's not because I don't love you, but it's because I do love you. And I couldn't stand to lose him. So I decided that what we needed was a stunt double. You can tell they're not exactly the same, but they're pretty close. So I'm just going to call him Pemi and Pemi Jr. So welcome to the team, Pemi Jr. His voice is a little higher, but I couldn't stand to lose him, but I also didn't want to give him up in my videos. So this seemed to be the solution. So we on the same team now? We're on the same team.